The Mobile County Public School System presents Homeroom with Nancy Pierce.
Hello and welcome to Homeroom. I'm Nancy Pierce, Public Relations Supervisor for the Mobile County Public School System. Glad to have you with us today, and I have a special guest. She's always welcome to be on Homeroom with me, Superintendent Martha Peak, and we are delighted to have her talk about this year. Welcome.
Well, it's always nice to be here, and it's always great to be able to talk about the fantastic things that happen in our schools each and every day.
Do you believe the year's over?
You know, it seems like we were just here talking about the beginning of the year and what was in the future coming up, and here we are, we're talking about it being over. It's amazing. But I think, as everybody says, when you're really working hard and having fun, time flies.
It does.
It has.
So it's not just because I'm getting older.
I don't think so. Let's not talk about that.
No, we won't. It's because we're busy and enjoying what we're doing. This has been a good year.
I think it's been an incredible year. It's been a great year with all of the activities that have taken place in the schools that have focused on implementing new standards of learning, to see our students from elementary to middle to high really engaged in the learning process, a lot more activities that are project-based and outcome-based. The phenomenal work that our students do and the way they reach high expectations. Of course, that's all based on the leadership of the principals in the schools and the hard work of the teachers. I often say there's an art to teaching. That's building the relationships that motivate and encourage students to be involved in the learning process. But teaching is now a science also, and looking at student progress, gauging that progress, finding the learning style and knowing the learning needs of each student. And certainly that hard work takes place each and every day of in our schools. You look at elementary schools with the emphasis on AMSTI, science, engineering, technology, mathematics, STEM learning. I've been privileged to see elementary students developing robots and coding them, explaining their solutions to math problems. The phenomenal work that's being done with students reading, accelerated reader, enjoying reading, all types of genres of reading, and really being involved in that. Moving on to middle school with even more emphasis on mathematics and getting children ready or students ready for algebra, which is one of the gateways to success in high school, and all of the work that's being done in middle school to do that. Also, emphasizing writing skills, that we're encouraging our students now to be able to explain what their thought processes are and how they've arrived at answers across the curriculum. And then, of course, everything leading to graduation. And we just had a phenomenal time with graduation.
We did. Scholarship money was great.
$72 million this year that our students have earned thus far, because some offers will continue to come in. The vast majority of those offers were academic scholarships. We had athletic scholarships. And also we had scholarships in fine arts, art and music. We have students going to colleges and universities throughout the nation, 2-year, 4-year colleges. We've had great success too with our career tech students earning credentials. We set a goal of students earning at least 3,000 workforce credentials this year. I've talked with Mr. Mouton, Executive Director of Career Technical, yesterday, and he said it's going to be well in excess of 3,000 credentials.
That is wonderful.
Some of the great opportunities that have been provided there with our partnerships with business and industry for internships, and also for our students to move right in the workforce. Career Technical Education, I was at Faulkner one day and saw just a phenomenal young lady who was doing body work on an automobile, spraying and painting the automobile, and her precision was amazing. And I learned just the other day that it also impressed the people at UJ Chevrolet, and she's an estimator. She graduated, went right to work.
Oh, that's fabulous.
We have 12 students who earned credentials in diesel repair, immediately went on to work. We have a partnership with Otokempu in the north part of the county where there'll be 15 interns this summer. The company had not planned on 15, it was a lesser number, but they were so impressed with our students that they'll be doing internships at the plant this summer.
Is it possibly they'll go on to just stay with the company?
Well, that's the intent of the company, that
Right.
there will be opportunities for jobs, and also one young lady that they are providing a scholarship to Tuskegee University. So just phenomenal. And those are just a few. You always get in trouble when you begin just mentioning a few things. But 13 graduations, 13 schools where students earned college scholarships and workforce credentials. So it's more than just a buzzword here. It's,
right.
It's an actual fact. Our graduation rate, you know, we were at 75% last year. I know we're going to be higher than that this year. I don't have the figures in hand yet.
Will we have those quick soon?
They'll be coming. We'll begin working on that and really working on those lists. We'll have that by the end of summer, I think.
Okay.
So a lot of exciting things. It starts with us. I think that the school system has certainly shown that it starts with us. Our partners in education, we honored them. We had a wonderful celebration there to honor our partners in education, our outstanding teachers, and our outstanding students. And
that was incredible. I've heard a lot of comments about it and how people enjoyed it. The people that were there just thought it was wonderful.
Well, and that the compliment to that goes to the marketing and the communication department, the IT department, for pulling that together so we could say, look, it starts with us. So it's been an incredible year. Last night I had an opportunity to be at the 14th graduation. And you said,
you
wait
thought
a
it was
minute,
over. Wait.
we only have
13
13 schools
That's
that
right.
graduate. Well, last night we had a group of students who completed a 9-month internship at Mobile Infirmary, a great partner. These are students who came out of our special education program. They had graduated from Augusta Evans and one student from Blunt. They completed 9 months of on-the-job training, and now they're all moving out to jobs in the Mobile community.
So they had graduation last night. We have to take a quick break.
It was last night.
But we're going to talk about that a little more when we come back. So sit tight and you stay with us. We'll be right back in about a minute or two.
It started for me when I went into the first grade, and then I went on to George Hall Elementary School, and from there to Williamson, where I graduated. The public school system, it had a great impact on me because not only did it prepare me academically for my future career, but it also prepared me for life. Because of its diversity of students and teachers, it really gave me a well-rounded education.
So, Nicholas, how was your day at school today?
It was great. We had fun in class today.
So, what did you do differently today at school? I mean, anything, any new projects?
We got a progress report today.
You got your progress reports today? So, how did you do?
Don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. We can check that right here. Wow. Nicholas.
So this is my computer.
This is your computer. Let's go on the internet.
Let's go. Click it.
Yes.
Okay.
I cursor in between the R and the E. When I say dot, I want you to just push the period.
She's gonna love me all over again now.
That's it. Jamaica, here you come.
Here we go.
Good
All
job.
right. Thank you. Thank you. And I did it by myself. Feel smarter.
Welcome back to Homeroom. So glad you stayed with us. I have a very special guest, our Superintendent Martha Peak, and we were talking about all the wonderful things that have been happening this year at the Mobile County Public School System. So you were talking about a ceremony, a graduation ceremony you went to last night that was extremely special.
Oh, it was wonderful. Our Project Search students who've done a 9-month internship at Mobile Infirmary. They are graduates of Mobile County Public Schools, but we have been a partner in this with Mobile Infirmary, Alabama Rehabilitation Services, for our students to do an internship there. They rotated through various positions at Mobile Infirmary.
Great idea.
Learning about food services, about environmental services, filing, working at one of the nursing stations to direct calls and file and that kind of thing. And so they've completed that. All of the students now have been hired in the community. 2 of the students will be working with us. One of and I shouldn't say students, one of the graduates will be working with us in C&P, and another graduate will be working with us in filing and tasks like that. But we have students who are also now have jobs at Providence Hospital, Mobile Infirmary, McDonald's, Walmart, Little Sisters of the Poor, Easter Seals, where they will be actual employees working in our community.
What was the atmosphere like last night during
the
graduation and celebration?
It was very exciting. The graduates are already out there as young men and women in the workforce, very confident of what they're doing, proud parents and family members. So it was a joyous occasion.
And a proud superintendent, and we will do this again.
We have 14 students who will be in the program next year. Again, Carol Stattard with Mobile Infirmary is the guardian angel of the program there. Mark Nix, the president of Mobile Infirmary, who opened the doors, opened the arms, and said, come on in, because training in a hospital is like training in a small community, and it's very focused, intense work there. And so they've done that. Also, the rehabilitation services who provide the job coaches and everyone. And then our own special education department, Sandra Smith, the resource teacher, who this has been her project that she's led, Dr. Sheila Martin, and everyone that's been involved. So it's a wonderful occasion. And like I said, we have 14 more young people who will be in this program.
Oh, that's great. I couldn't make the graduation last night, so next year, we'll put it on my calendar early. What about, we've talked so much about our signature academies, and we have more coming on next year. What about the original 4? How did they do?
The original 4 have just done a fantastic job. The councils are in place, the programs are in place. At Citronelle, Blunt, Mary Montgomery, and BC Rain.
BC Rain, of course, our aviation.
BC Rain, our aviation and aeronautic. The program is going well at all of those schools. We have students who have been in the program there now a year. Recruiting has moved on for students to come and join those programs. The councils are in place and they're moving forward in a great fashion. The schools coming on next year, also we have 4 more that'll come on next year. They're ready to go with everything from coastal studies to international studies to advanced manufacturing and engineering and entrepreneurship at those schools. The following year, next year, will be a preparation year for our last 4 schools who will come on. So by the end of next year, we will be have signature academies in place with students in academies at all 12 of our high schools.
With the first 4, did you see much transferring from students that weren't in that, let's say BC Rain with their aviation and aeronautics? Was it mainly BC Rain kids, or did we have some students from other areas?
Actually, right now, it's mainly the students in the school, because
yeah.
along with the Signature Academy, you still have a comprehensive high school
Right.
program and also other academies of interest for the students. We've had minimal transfers, but certainly our high schools are open for transfers.
Sure.
And we do have students who look at those signatures and say, you know, I really want to be on site where the facility is to learn, particularly BC Rain with aviation and aeronautics, a real emphasis there with being in the program where they have the tools and equipment and things. Also the close proximity to the community college at Brooklyn that we're interacting with, and the businesses on the council. But Citronelle with Advanced Manufacturing has done an excellent job. Their council's very involved. Of course, teaching and learning at Mary Montgomery, where all of the colleges and universities are involved, and students there will actually work into doing very much pre-student teaching, but they'll have experiences at elementary and middle school to decide, is this really what I want to do? And so we bring on the new group this coming year. Blount High School, of course, a leader with health education. A lot of students earning credentials there to move on as nursing assistants, and then to take the next step through 2- and 4-year colleges to move into a wide variety of medical fields. Everything from nursing to being a doctor or a pharmacist or radiologist, all those things in between. So it gives everyone an opportunity to really set their goals and move forward. So by the end of 15-16, all schools will have their signatures in place. All students in high school will be in an academy.
An academy. It's fun to talk to the students that are in one right now. It's like they finally, they have an idea. They really know what they want to do. Whereas when I was their age, you know, I'm not sure I wanted to be an astronaut, but that's what I wanted to be. But, you know, I think it gives them such, and their parents, I'm sure, a good feeling to know that they like what they're doing and this is what they want to do.
Well, to be able to set your goals, you know, and have a roadmap of how to get there. How many people did I know that wound up in college with me, and they enter in one field just because it sounded neat, and then they would decide, no, this wasn't for them, and they'd change colleges. That's expensive today. You don't have the opportunity to do that. So if we're doing this in high school, we really begin in middle school, helping students see what careers are available. But if you've tested those before you move on, you can make decisions, because if you move into a college, you can have college loans and debt or expended funds unnecessarily if you change different majors. Also, you want to have a field picked out if you don't want to go to college, that you know what's available in military or in job entry, and you're prepared to do that, and you're not just out there guessing about what you want to do.
So if you had an academy, if this had been offered when we were in school, would you have taken teaching and learning, or do you think you might have?
I'm sure I probably would have taken teaching and learning. I remember being in the Future Teachers Club organization. And just with the family I grew up in, that was what the total topic, that's what our world revolved around. So I've always loved it. Even as a child, I think I probably played being a teacher. So I would have done that. I would have probably investigated other fields, but I'm sure I would have come back to education.
So I guess the real question is, if you hadn't gone into teaching, what do you think you'd be? What do you think you would have gone into?
If I hadn't gone into teaching, in my mind, let me see, I think that I am a gourmet cook, so I might have gone into culinary. Or I have visions of myself being a master gardener, so perhaps I'd gone into horticulture or something.
But you can still do those now.
I do. You know, and on the weekends I am a gourmet cook. That's my opinion. And I do work in my yard. Those are pleasures that I enjoy outside. But I think that's been influenced by also studies and things I've been involved in throughout my life.
Well, we're excited about the other academies coming on board because it seems to be that everybody's excited. They were so excited about the first 4 and so much experience that we have in how to do it, how not to do it, just to develop through that, go through that. So we're excited about that, and I'm sure the principals are, and the counselors in the schools.
The whole feeder pattern works on this and is involved in it from elementary to middle to high school. There's a real emphasis there. I think that's our graduation rate increasing as a result of that. When you know what you want to do, you work harder at it than if you're just floundering around. We also have...
We've got to take a quick break. Hold your thought. We'll be right back. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I transferred to Viger High School halfway through my sophomore year, and the curriculum there, the instructors, teachers, the whole thing was just a shock to me. At Viger, you were encouraged to critically think, and so I was just well-grounded to move on into college football and then on into the NFL. Well, for me, Viger High School was the start. It's where I started, and I'm very proud of that.
Nationwide, an average of 24 children die each year.
And another 17,000 are injured in bus-related accidents.
Many of these can be prevented. The safety of our children comes first.
For the safety of our future, obey all traffic laws related to school bus safety.
Hi, I'm Pat Mitchell, Director of Transportation for the Mobile County Public School System. We're asking you to obey all bus safety laws. It could save a life. Remember, stop ahead when you see red. Our future depends on it.
So, Nicholas, how was your day at school today?
It was great. We had fun in class today.
So what did you do differently today at school? I mean, any new projects?
We got a progress report today.
You got your progress reports today? So how did you do?
Don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. We can check that right here. Wow. Nicholas.
So I've come up with a family emergency plan.
Great. What is it?
It's difficult to talk about, so I'm not telling you.
How will we know what to do?
You won't.
I'm so glad I won't have to remember anything.
And me too. Thanks for this, sweetie.
Talk to your kids about who to call, where to meet, what to pack. Visit ready.gov/kids for tips and information.
So glad to have you with us, and we have Miss Martha Peak, our superintendent, with us this morning. We talked about so many incredible things that the school system does and how proud we are of the teachers and principals and all the employees here. They all work together to make everything, the buildings look good and the students to do well. So, a big applause to everybody that is working. Of course, school is out, and the principals will be in their buildings because they have so much to do during the summer to get ready for next year. But we have new schools coming on board.
We have new schools coming on board, construction will begin. Citronelle and Chestang will be starting. We will have the groundbreaking that will be taking place soon for those two new schools to begin construction. Also, people will see scaffolding going up around Barton Academy. That is to stabilize the outside and do a total restoration of the outside of the building. And then there is a foundation that's working to support getting repairs and renovations done on the inside. So we'll see Barton returning to be a school one day in the future.
Love that.
So that's exciting. The $100 million, that's a compliment to our school board for seeing the need to replace some of the buildings we have and build new ones. Certainly Mobile is a city that's on the move. It's exciting, and we want to be prepared for that. We want to offer a variety of programs, also a variety of school sites for everyone to enjoy and be proud of in this community.
What about Augusta Evans? It will be open in the fall.
Oh, Augusta Evans will be open in the fall. It's a phenomenal building. The students, the faculty, and staff there will enjoy being in that new facility that was created, an environment just for our students there to be able to work, to learn, to be involved in a real vibrant educational program in a brand new building and a new location.
I wonder if they've seen, if the teachers have seen it. I know the principal has been out there, but I don't know about the teachers.
I think the teachers have been by. You
I
know,
bet
when
they're
you
excited.
have a building that's ready to move into, you know, people go to that building. We also will have now the Aisho Mertz School, Magnet School of Math and Science that will be located at the Aisho Mertz site. That's exciting. We're getting ready to move Mobile Magnet into that facility, so they'll be relocating. Augusta Evans, as we said, will be relocating. And, you know, then we also have newly renovated buildings that people will really begin to enjoy. We have a number of all-purpose buildings that will be being constructed. So, Mobile County Public School System, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months a year. It's busy, but what accomplishments.
I know.
And many compliments to everyone that makes this a very vibrant, top quality school system. Student learning, education, it starts with us. And all of the awards our students, you know, earn. All of the awards our teachers earn, and also our programs and our school system. It's amazing when you get to see it, but how exciting.
You know, I'm a Facebook user, and I was reading some of the comments from the teachers on their last day, and they were so neat. I mean, they, you know, the fact that they love their kids. You know, as a teacher, you have to say, oh, this was the best class ever. I used to say that when my kids would leave in June or May, and then I'd say, I'll never have another class like this, and what am I going to do? And then the next year you get a new set of wonderful students. But it was so exciting to read their posts on Facebook and what delightful years they had and how they'll miss their students. But I know in the fall they'll get a new group and they'll love them just as much.
They'll fall in love all over again. And you know, it always is rewarding when you see teachers sending their students on to the next grade, the next school level, or even out after graduation. That love follows them. They're always part of your heart. And we want all of our students to have a wonderful summer. We want them to be safe. We want them to be involved in good, wholesome activities during the summer. Of course, we want to encourage them to read during the summer.
Definitely.
To read and keep up those skills in reading, and that's all the way from, you know, pre-K. Mom and Dad read to those students, and all the way up through 12th grade. Keep on reading. Keep those skills moving during the summer, but enjoy. Have fun, relax, enjoy athletic activities.
You can read what you want to read.
Exactly, can do that. We also have summer school that will be starting for students who may need to earn extra credit or who may need some extra help during the summer. So the summer school will be starting. The notices have gone out to parents. So that's another learning opportunity this summer. A lot of activities taking place in our buildings that students may want to be involved in. 21st Century Learning grant programs, Boys and Girls Club activities, Mobile City Recreation activities, and the Environmental Center.
I'm glad you said that. I was about to jump in there because they have fabulous camps in the summer.
They
for
do.
Kids.
They have great camps during the summer. So as I said, we want our students to be safe. We want them to be involved in wholesome activities during the summer. And then most of all, we want them to be ready to come back for another fantastic year where it starts with us.
It does start with us.
Here in the Mobile County Public School System.
Well, I am so glad that you could take time because you're so busy and you have a lot of meetings but you always make time for us.
It's nothing more important than to be able to say thank you to all the employees in the Mobile County Public School System, the students, the parents, and the community.
And it
starts with all of us.
We say thank you to you. So
Thank you.
thank you for being here. And thank you for watching and for listening.